And we're back for part 7 of box 8 of our 45 RPM vinyl records. And I hope you've enjoyed all the previous episodes. Starting off this one with In the Summertime, Do 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 by Mungo Jerry. And yeah, I looked that one up because I thought I remembered it. I thought I knew this song, but I wasn't positive. And I've had it stuck in my head all night. So yeah, not only is it a really good song, it's catchy, alright. The B-side of that, Stranger on the Shore by Mr. Ackerbilk. So that one I didn't play, that one I didn't look up. Maybe I should have, because it says it hit number 1 in 1962. And it's on one of these collectibles, doubles. So, it's a reissued, on demand, actually. But in the summertime, I did look up, and it's a great song. Definitely happy to have it added to the collection. I'm going to have to look up that other song and see if it's something I recognize as well. Next up, we've got Corey Hart doing I Wear My Sunglasses at Night. So he can something. But yeah, I definitely recognize that song. And the B-side of that being At the Dance, which I don't recognize. Sounds like an old 50s title, but it's written by Corey Hart, so it's not. But no idea what that song sounds like. But next up, we've got Cyndi Lauper doing Time After Time. I liked Cyndi. She was funny. She was lively, cheerful, bright, and funny. And I did enjoy some of her videos, and I definitely liked her character. Time After Time was a nice, mellow, kind of a ballad. And the B-side of that one is I'll Kiss You, which doesn't ring any bells for me. She Bop's definitely probably her biggest, most well-known song. And I do have a copy of that somewhere. If I haven't shown it already, I will be showing it. I've been sorting through the next few boxes, trying to get them prepped up, and I'm pretty sure I ran across a copy of She Bop in one of those. And anyways, moving on here, we got The Beat by the Go-Go's, and I know I've already shown this one before, but not with this label. This is a really weird Amnesia series of fine music. Okay, and I know I've just covered this one because I remember discussing how it is actually the theme song to Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which can cause a few disagreements at the lunch table. It works. People will often seem to think that, no, that was Sammy Hagar. Yeah, Sammy Hagar did Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but it wasn't the theme song of the movie. It was We Got the Beat. Watch it. Okay, B-side of that being Our Lips Are Sealed, which is probably a different B-side than what it was on the original release, but I'm not positive. We'd have to go back and reference that again. And then here's one that I know I covered in the past, but when I came across this, I think it's a different label. I'm pretty positive this is a different label. This is a later label, I believe, so it's a reissue. A song hit number 1 in 1969, and I remember when I did this in a previous video, I didn't remember it, but it's I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. So I'm sure you know that song, you recognize that song, and that's what's fun about going through random boxes of 45s too, is you don't recognize the title, you throw it on the turntable, and like within the first few notes, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this song. And it's fun, especially if you're sitting around having a few drinks with some friends. I really like to DJ with a group of friends on a Friday or Saturday night with a few drinks. It's a blast sometimes. But the B-side of this being Hooray for Hazel, which I don't recognize that one, and I didn't look the B-side up, I just looked up the A. And here's a cool sleeve. This one's a little bit different. I don't recall having seen this one previously. At least it's not one that you see all the time, let's put it that way. And it doesn't match the, yeah, it does. It's a Columbia, so, interesting. I like the 85-cent price tag there, too. But this one, I had to look this one up, and I can't sing it for you, but I know the song. You probably know the song well, too. Paul Revere and the Raiders, Hungry. It's definitely a well-known song. And the B-side of that, There She Goes, which that's not the tune, but that's a different song. Anyways, the B-side. There she goes. All right, then next up, we've got the original version of Sea of Love by Phil Phillips. Come with me, my love. In hit number 2 in 1959, To the Sea of Love. And the B-side of that being Julia, or Jula? It's a celebrity series. It's a reissue, quite possibly. That's a song you might know too. I don't recognize it. And a lot of times on these reissues, they do try to beef the B-side up if it was something that previously wasn't well known or extremely popular. But here we've got the Honey Drippers remake of Sea of Love off of the Honey Drippers Volume 1, which never had a Volume 2. And we're so many years down the road here. It was 1984 when Volume 1 came out. I don't think we're ever going to see a Volume 2. And that had Robert Plant on the vocals, you may or may not recall. So here is Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin singing Sea of Love on the Honey Drippers. And that was an EP, actually. It wasn't even a full album. And the B-side, Rockin' at Midnight, which you might remember that song as well from that album. They played Rockin' at Midnight and Sea of Love both on the radio quite extensively back in the mid-late 80s. Don't know if they do anymore or not, because unless I'm working a job that forces me to listen to a radio, I don't listen to the radio. I've got enough music, I've got enough CDs, I've got enough of my own stuff that I can DJ my own life. All right, here we got Gary Lewis and the Playboys. This diamond ring doesn't shine for him anymore. And the B-side of that being My Heart's Sympathy. My heart's sympathy. I don't know that one, but I did know the A-side. All right, the collectible sleeve here. Gotta tone it down. I'm in a really good mood right now, and you can probably tell. The Pied Piper by Crispin St. Peters. I'm the Pied Piper. Collectibles, so there again, this is a custom order, 45. It says it hit number 4 in 1966 from somebody's previous info. I have a number of 45s that have information written directly on them. A lot of them I have that have it on the sleeves too, which is my preferred way. B-side of that being a song called Changes, which doesn't immediately come to ring a bell for me. But there again, being on a collectibles, custom order, it probably is a song that you might recognize, but definitely don't recognize it as well as the Pied Piper song. All right, and see, like this guy, I liked the way this guy did him. He did all sticky notes, and I got a whole bunch of 45s off this guy, and how this one got mixed in this box, I can't honestly say. But here's Billy Preston doing Will It Go Round in Circles. You might remember that one. Hit number 1 in 1973. So, yeah, Will It Go Round in Circles. And Billy Preston, he's known for having done some work with the Beatles, especially on the Abbey Road album. They were trying to get a fifth person in there to try and help keep the peace, and I guess Billy was the one. And he ends up doing Blackbird on the B-side of this, which is a Lennon McCartney song, Blackbird Singing in the Dead of Night. I remember David Crosby doing a cover of that one too. There's been a number of people, I believe, that have done covers of Blackbird. But if you don't recognize it by the title, you would definitely know it if you heard it. So it got plenty of airplay. All right, next up here we got Lee Michaels, and Do You Know What I Mean? Can't sing that one too well. Probably a good thing. Says it hit number 6 in 1971. This is a memory, so there again, this is a reissue. But that's a well-known song that I know quite well. And Can I Get a Witness? If that's the song that I think it is, then I know that one too. I couldn't have told you Lee Michaels did it, but if it's the song I'm thinking of, he may not have originally done this. That might be a remake for him, because I thought that went back like James Brown or somebody. But there again, shouldn't be speculating when I ain't got my facts, because I'm not sure. I'm gone 500 miles till the day is done. Arlo Guthrie doing the city of New Orleans. And yeah, that's a really good song. Definitely takes you back to the 70s, apparently 1972, according to the info on here. But that was a big hit for him. And you may know he was associated with the Alice's Restaurant film. And here we've got Alice's Rock and Roll Restaurant on the B-side. But yeah, he was part of that film, Alice's Restaurant, which is a bit of an odd film. Got some interesting history to it. I saw it playing one day on Comet, I think it was. You know, I used to use the bunny ears, so I get a lot of free channels that I watch stuff. I don't have cable, and I only stream like YouTube and stuff for the most part. So, but anyways, I saw Alice's Restaurant on a channel on there, and I pulled it up and read the history on it. And it's interesting. That was the actual cop, the actual sheriff, that was policing the area that they were filming in, and that was a real yeah. There's a lot of interesting history. Go look that up if you're into it. All right, Never My Love by The Association, hit number 2. And this isn't the American Pie soundtrack. It's just American Pie record labels. It's Warner Special Products, and that's kind of interesting, kind of weird. But anyways, B-side that being But It's Alright by J.J. Jackson. So here's one where we've got The Association in stereo on the A side and J.J. Jackson in mono on the B side. So very, very interesting when you get 2 artists on 145. So that's going to wrap up episode 7 for us. We'll be back with part 8. Please join us for that.